As democracy and governance are interrelated, both require that governments be responsive and accountable to its people. Effective governance models are people-centered, President Geingob told Columbia University Academia, adding that this is what defines current reforms in Africa. Gone are the days that continental bodies such as the African Union were deemed as toothless in dealing with conflicts.
We do intervene when we feel that there is a violation, one country, violation of human rights or unlawful entry into power by presidents. It will be AU and SADC and ECOWAS who will be the ones who will act and ostracize that leader who would come through unlawful means. Unlike in the past, where either Americans or British will be the ones to condemn and urge us to do something.
The practice of regular elections is also taking shape continentally. However, there is an urgent need to protect the electoral processes through the creation of systems and institutions to increase trust by the electorate in their governments.
Processes, systems, and institutions to buttress that democracy. Processes dealing with electoral process, normally there is dispute after elections in Africa. It's maybe because those who are defeated feel that they were cheated. The only way you can address that is by being transparent and have a process which is transparent and foolproof.
Students from the university posed questions, especially on the modalities of closing the inequality gap. Although some efforts to tackle inequality are criticized, as is with the new Equitable Economic Empowerment Framework, there are targeted programs being implemented under the Harambee Prosperity Plan and NDPs for shared economic growth. Some wanted to also know the continent's general approach towards adherence to presidential term limits, something that African leaders are continuously condemned for. Africans in the diaspora are for the idea of adhering to the set presidential term limits for leaders. But the concern is that this call is spearheaded by only a small group of countries like Namibia, hence the need for the entire continent to rally behind it.
We need to have more presidents coping and emulating what's happening in countries like in Namibia. I'm very happy with what's happening in Namibia.
None of this should be assumed that that's a natural way, because unfortunately, good governance is never a natural way. I think Namibia can be very proud of all its presidents and its leaders.
The vision for the new Africa is the one in which poverty eradication is key, and therefore Africans living abroad were urged to contribute to the efforts and not drain the continent of skills. Blanche Corres, NBC News, New York.